What up? What up? What up? Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? Good morning to the people. Y'all know I'm back at it again. You know what I'm saying? We got some more to talk about. We got some breaking news last night, and we're going to talk about it today. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the family, because I'm about to get started. We about to get started on this situation right here, because we got a few things I got to talk about. And it's the 4NOFAME Primetime Episode 71. Ghislaine Maxwell has been found guilty on 5 out of 6 charges. And she is facing 65 years. And this is just showing you, right? This is the start of the ending for a lot of people. And I'm going to tie some things together today, and I'm going to let y'all know what's going on from my perspective and my opinion. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Kimberly. What's up, Julio? I see y'all, brothers and sisters. I see y'all this morning. But we about to get into some things today because, hey, this is the news. You know what I'm saying? And some of this is entertainment, because that's what's going on in the country right now and around the world. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to watch the movies. You don't got to watch no programs, none of that, man. All you got to do is watch what's going on in real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to be talking about Boosie Badazz, because Boosie Badazz has went viral again for talking more stupidity out his mouth, and that's what he get paid to do. He get paid to be stupid. That's what he get paid to do. Salute G Mac, ABG, BK all day. I see you, Brooklyn, in the building. You feel me? The homies. What up, bro? Y'all know what time it is, man. We're going to chop it up, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to chop it up about some things, man. Boosie Badazz, he said some stupidity yesterday, and he always running his mouth, and that's what he get paid to do. He gets paid to be a clown. So I'm going to talk about the stupidity he said out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm also going to touch on how, these cases are rising, the numbers going up, and things are getting shut down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get some perspective on some things, man. But first, let me get into this above topic. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ghislaine Maxwell, y'all already know she was the girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein, and she is the queen of sex trafficking, and he was the king of trafficking as well. He was the king of sex trafficking, and he was the King Chester. You dig? Because we all know that he had a fetish for young tenderonis. You know what I'm saying? That was his thing. But this is the point. We know that when Jeffrey Epstein was facing that time, allegedly he took himself out. You know what I'm saying? And he's not around no more. But this woman, Ghislaine, which is his girlfriend, which is his playmate, she tried to deny affiliation with this type of behavior. And come to find out, in my opinion, she was the main one. In my opinion, she was worse than him. Because not only was she indulged in the activities, she was actually doing the recruiting and the grooming. Meaning she was finessing the young ladies, and you know what I'm saying, and luring them, she was bringing them into the trap. You know what I'm saying? She was responsible for breeding them. You know, like how you breed dogs, or how you breed, you breed somebody to do what you want them to do, which is a form of mind control. She was the leader of that, and that's what she was good at, and that's what she did. You understand? So she's facing 65 years now because she's been found guilty of 5 out of 6 charges. You dig? And her ex-boyfriend, Jeffrey Epstein, they lived a lavish life. And they put these girls on jet planes to exotic islands and parties. And there was a lot of celebrities around, But my whole point is, I said this before for those that never heard my show. I told y'all how you got these type of dudes. They got the money to get any type of woman they want in the world. They can get some of the baddest chicks, You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know them. Y'all know the bad grown chicks of all nationalities, of all races around the world. Bad chicks all over. Bad women, pretty women, beautiful women all across the planet. But these type of individuals, they like young tenderonis. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if this is a psychological thing of a man with a little pecker. I don't understand what type of behavior this comes from, but it's certain people, you know, they got an eye for them young apples, you dig? And that's all they want. So we see this happen again and again and again, and we understand that this is a sickness. It's a fetish, you dig? Because you got to remember, see, they don't want them at 18. They don't want them at 18. If we know, okay, boom, we already know if you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 18 is young, but it's still legal. My point is, they don't even want them at 20, 21. That's still young. 22. They don't even want that. So it shows you they want 14, 15, 16. And they already be, they want to be 20 years older than the people. They want to be 30 years older. That's what shows their weirdo behavior. You understand? They don't want a woman that's 26, 27, you know, a young 30. They don't want that. They want young tenderonis. That's their thing. That's their fetish. That's what get them off. You know, you might put a bad chick in front of them that's grown. They might not even get up. Nigga be Limp Biscuit. He don't even want to get up. You know what I'm saying? He don't like that. See, I'm showing you this is a behavior, right? And what they say, when you got that type of behavior, it never stops. It don't leave you. That's what you like. You attracted to what you like. That's why you never heard somebody say, or somebody being accused of being a Chester, a pedo. You don't understand. You never hear no type of talk like they're not into that stuff no more. Because that's what they do to the day they die. That's their thing. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, they was living a lavish life for finessing these girls. You know what I'm saying? And they was having parties. And you got to remember, the charges that was put on her, she was just charged from 94 to 2004. So that means all the way up until the day that Jeffrey Epstein passed, they were still doing this type of behavior. And it's a whole lot of other women that was not involved in this case. But the woman that stepped up, they was the woman that had the heart and the strength to face the accuser. And that's what happened. So she is facing 65 years. And we know Epstein, he's not here no more. Salute the Rastafari. Salute my boy Wax Dog. What up, bro? Rondell, the sister, the queen. I see you. Yummy Yums. We up this morning. Know what I'm saying? So I'm showing you this is a predatory behavior and it don't stop. Know what I'm saying? This is what they do. You understand? Like some people like French fries. Some people just like to eat potato chips. You see, these people like potato chips. You know, that's what they like. They don't want nothing that's grown and mature. You dig? And like I said yesterday, this ties into a lot of different things because this was also part of that Me Too movement. And we know that R.KELLY also got caught up in the Me Too movement. And we know it's other things going on, such as Africa Bambaataa, who is the GOAT of sex trafficking. And his whole thing was trafficking little boys and teenage boys. That was his thing. He didn't want no grown man. He didn't want no grown woman. He wanted little boys because he was touching boys and finessing boys and turning out boys and prostituting boys since the 70s. And it's 2022. And he's another one that has not been brought up on no charges. And I'm always going to throw him in there because he's walking around and he's chilling right now. You dig? So I'm always going to throw him in the mix because you always going to notice one thing too. The main ones that indulge in this activity, they got a lot of money, which is more proof showing you they can have any grown-up they want, but they don't want grown-ups. They want to prey on the kids, the youth. That's their thing. You dig? And that's their fountain of youth. What's the fountain of youth? To these type of people, the fountain of youth is when they finessing young kids. That's their fountain of youth. You dig? Y'all heard about the rituals they do in Hollywood and things of that nature? You understand? Y'all heard all the sick behavior they deal with, and they sick mind, they dealing with the fountain of youth. They think that make them live longer. That's what they think. But now we see that what? It's coming to an end. Because what you did is going to come back on you. And all this goes under the umbrella of sex trafficking. Like I told y'all before it was drug trafficking. But the drugs are being shut down. So they know in these last days, a lot of people are going to be trying to deal with sex trafficking, meaning they're going to be trying to get money off of other human beings, selling them out, in other words. Like I said, this is what they would do. Like when you had this Epstein dude, this is what they do, right? They might have a party, you understand? Or they might go to a party, and behind the scenes, somebody might get them an envelope with a lot of cash in it. But that envelope with the cash is for them to bring the youngins. Bring them young girls, bring the young boys in. That's what the money be for. That's what the party really all about. They take the money behind the scenes, and then they bring the kids that they already groomed and trained, and them kids going to be in a party getting loose. You see, back, like I said, back to Bambaataa, back in the days, they disguised that as breakdancing. You see, they throw the party, had the young boys breakdancing, doing splits, doing all type of behavior. Meanwhile, the Chesters watching them breakdance, picking out which one they like. Then when the party over, when the show over, and they got to go back to the hotel room, that's when the funny stuff starts taking place. And you got to remember, and then in hip hop, you know, people like Bambaataa, they was going on what? Tour. So when you went on tour, you had to go from state to state to state, and everything they did the same behavior. State to state to state. That's what's called sex trafficking, because you're trafficking individuals, state to state, city to city, borough to borough, and then they're indulging in sexual behavior, meaning you passing them on. You running trains. You dig? That's sex trafficking. This is what they was doing in the form of hip hop. And Epstein and them was doing it in a form of celebrity status. Throwing parties. Y'all heard about the elite that was at the parties. Y'all heard about the names. Y'all heard about the Oprahs, the Clintons. Y'all heard about the Carter family. You heard about all these different names that was at these parties. That's how they were disguising their behavior in celebrity parties. I told y'all it's always going to be in a form of an organization or some type of event. But you're going to see it's a bunch of fast kids running around that was groomed to be around that type of activity. Also, we got to understand in the early days of hip hop, a lot of those dudes was on heavy drugs. They was out of their mind. You know, they was on that cocaine, crack, PCP, all type of drugs. And a lot of them, when they was messing with them kids, they knew exactly what they was doing. But that's why you're going to see that in these last days, don't nobody want to bring no charges on Bambaataa, because it's going to spill the beans on a lot of people. And a lot of these dudes, they cowards, they're not willing to stand up in court. And what I mean by that is they also not built to deal with these type of dudes in the court or the streets. See, like I said before, they're not even going to punch Bambaataa in the face. They're not even going to kick him in the back. They're not going to touch that man, yet alone bring him to court. So my point is, I'm showing you how it's a pattern of how they let the pedophiles get away. They let them get away. They let them live their life because they don't want to mess their life up, and they don't want to be exposed. And what else? A lot of these individuals, let's look at the whole Bambaataa situation. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of Ghislaine Maxwells around Bambaataa. Let's be real. Yeah, I knew he liked the little boys, so a lot of y'all probably would bring him little boys to get some money on the side. You feel me? You probably say, "Oh, this boy right here, he nice with breakdancing, or he a good rapper." But the whole time you knew what Bambaataa wanted to do with that boy, and you get your little money on the back end. But the whole time you was feeding the food chain. I got to show you how this thing works. I got to put it all together. You feel me? Also, you heard the same thing in what? The R.KELLY case. Did you not hear the same exact thing? Did you not hear about how R.KELLY had people going to the schools, going to the McDonald's? Let's be real. We know R.KELLY didn't get a lot of them himself. What happened? It was people going to get them for him. It was people that knew what he liked. They knew his fetish. And if I could bring R.KELLY a nice little tenderoni, he going to look out for me on the back and give me a bag. So they was feeding the beast. Because you got to remember, the rich individual, they're not going to show their face like that. You understand how this goes? Why you thinking R.KELLY? What's that situation? What's that documentary they put out? Surviving R.KELLY. You see all the people that was actually helping him, aiding and abetting. They turned on him and did that documentary to get the police off their back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, they sold out on that man, because most of them people you see in that show, they was down with the program, but they didn't want to go to jail. So they complied and they got on that show and they threw him under the bus. But some of the ones were the same ones that was doing the recruiting, going to the McDonald's, going here, going there, making sure the girls are straight in the crib, running train. They always with the same smoke. But as long as R. Kelly was dropping that bag, everybody was with the program. So remember this. This is my whole point. Whenever you dealing with a Chester, a pedo, you got to always remember this. They always got what? A team around them. And their whole team always knows what's going on. And their team will do little things to keep that individual happy so they can get some snacks in the end, a couple of dollars. And that's what they do. Whether they agree with it or not, they all aid in the bed. You know, after R. Kelly or after, you know, the individual might have finished smashing, you the one that took the kid to the store to get the Chinese food. You the one that took the kid shopping. Yeah, you ain't do nothing sexually, but you was still aiding and abetting. You was overseeing them, making sure they ain't run nowhere. See, I know the game. See, and that's why all this is coming to a head, because you got to remember, this was a case of a multi-millionaire. When you see the top of the pyramid, all you got to know is it's going to come down to the bottom of the pyramid. Meaning they're going to start coming at the low-level individuals. You see, you got Epstein, R. Kelly. It's going to come all the way down to a hood near you. And you're going to start seeing people getting caught up in these type of situations that you had no idea that was playing with these type of games. And I'm going to say it again. That's why you will see certain people, they don't cover these topics. They're not going to talk about these topics. I'm tired of saying the same thing because they still don't talk about these topics. The only individual on YouTube that speaks on these topics that have a large following, one is Star from the Star Report. Salute the Star. You know what I'm saying? He been putting his work. My point is this. He don't have to talk about this stuff, but he is the only one that has really been shining light on this for years, and he been had his foot on Bamba's neck. You understand? So I'm trying to show you how even on this YouTube thing, this ain't the media, because remember, this whole case was going on for weeks and months, but even media wasn't covering it like they was covering it here and there. But I'm going to be real. Up until yesterday, I forgot about the trial was even still going on because I was looking every day when I do my research, and it wasn't coming up like that. You know what I'm saying? So we understand that YouTube is a whole nother algorithm. For those that know, you can put information out. So my point is, out of all of these big platforms that claim to cover the news and trending topics, you will see that they specifically stay far away from this topic. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dudes, they got smut on their jacket. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to draw no attention to them or incriminate themselves speaking on these type of things. You know what I'm saying? They don't want this on their jacket. And like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Most of these dudes, like Salute the Wax Dog, when he released that video recently of Africa Bambaataa, or I say the Zulu Nation, when they was doing their 1-2 step marching and talking about autism. They was in front of the community center in Bronx River Projects. These grown dudes are still walking around the neighborhood talking about they for the kids, and they fighting against autism. To this day, they are still in the hood, still moving around like nothing ain't gonna happen to them, like it's still sweet. And then you got dudes online that come from that circle, but they won't speak nothing about them, or they're not gonna do nothing. That's why I'm trying to show you all this is a game. They want you to focus on the young violence, so you won't pay attention to the young boys being taken advantage of, or the young women being taken advantage of. And that's why I'm getting into R. Kelly, because his day for sentencing is May 4th, 2022. You see that gets downplayed too. Like you see all the people sticking their chests off of R. Kelly, but they ain't gonna tell you that man get his sentencing date on May 4th, 2022. That's where he's gonna get his time. For all of those who think he's gonna beat the case and he's gonna all this extra stuff. I'm showing you the behavior of these type of individuals. Like Choke No Joke. I'm gonna say your name because you was a clown and you always talking about R. Kelly. You dig? And you love the industry so bad, you probably was aiding and abetting a lot of his behavior too, because you still ain't got no woman and you still homeless, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You still a bum. We don't care if you was with Rockefeller, but my point is you talk about R. Kelly every day while that man in jail because you know you're gonna get clicks and views, but you ain't gonna talk about Ghislaine Maxwell, and you're not gonna talk about R. Kelly about to get that time on May 4th. Because you was a fraud. And these dudes will do anything for some money. Because they don't care about no kids. They care more about celebrity. You see? They will get on their knees, bow down, and kiss the ring if they can get a celebrity check, or they can get a pat on the head from a celebrity, or a rub on their booty. You see, that's what they want, to rub on their booty. They want to get it. They want them individuals to rub their backside, and then they'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they ain't for the youth. So we're not gonna keep talking about that. A lot of you dudes are straight frauds. And I said it. You went from rocking Zulu beads to rocking jewelry, my dude. What happened to the youth? If you hate the streets, why you keep trying to look like you're from the streets? And you ain't giving the youth nothing. All you doing is taking. Because when you say the youth and the kids, that's how you touch the hearts and emotions of the black women, the mothers. Oh, he for the youth. Man, that's a strong man right there. That's a good brother. But the whole time, you see weirdo behavior. And you see a costume being put on. You see shenanigans. You heard? Ain't nobody for the youth. Don't believe them lies. You heard? They just going to say that to get that platform going. And once that platform get going, they're going to go into what? Celebrity gossip. That's it. You dig? And I talk about what's going on because I bring awareness, but I'm still going to give my own analytics, right? I don't come with topics to slander or try to get my name popping off nobody. I'm going to speak my opinion. I'm going to keep it moving. You dig? I don't got no personal beef with no entertainer. You heard? Because they ain't that important. But what is important on how my whole thing with a lot of these rappers is how they do be brainwashing the youth. You dig? Because I was brainwashed by entertainment when I was young. You dig? So when I see dudes still doing that, I do feel a certain way. That was my whole purpose why I came at Jim Jones months ago, for those that know, when I been spoke on Jim Jones. And it seemed like when that video started picking up traction, people started hopping on that bandwagon that had bigger platforms. But my point is this. My whole point with Jim Jones is when he was in power, you know, he promoted that blood thing. He made a commercial and he made a lot of money off it. And a lot of people died when he was doing that. And a lot of people went to jail. Some people I know personally. And my whole thing was with Jim Jones, he never apologized for the behavior he portrayed. That was my whole point with him. I told y'all about how Juicy J apologized for how 3 6 Mafia promoted all that drug talk. See, he apologized. See, you're supposed to apologize once you get to a certain level, because when you apologize, that shows that you change your ways. You did. So my whole beef with Jim Jones was he never apologized for promoting that gang violence and that gang activity for monetary gain. See, he did it for money. Let us sit back. Would Jim Jones ever have been that big if he didn't promote Bloods? When you seen them videos with him and Santana, you seen 1,000 flags in the video. We always knew Jim Jones couldn't even rap in the beginning. Let's be real. He was the hype man. See, a lot of y'all forget he was the hype man. He was the Flavor Flav to Cameron, all right? But once Blood became popping, he started putting that blood talk in his music. He started having the homies around him, and he knew how to market that behavior and get paid off of that behavior at that time. And that's what he did. That's where he built his name off, his whole structure, his whole finance. Let's say, okay, out of 100% of Jim Jones' finance he accumulated, we could say 70% of that came from his blood affiliation. Why? Because it's Bloods all over the world. That means Bloods all over the world bought his records. They bought his tickets. They supported him. And at the same time, a lot of Bloods got brainwashed. And a lot of young ones that was innocent, they wanted to be Blood because of what they seen on the TV. But my point is, Jimmy never apologized for none of his behavior. He never showed you that he's a grown man that changed his ways. So that's why, as me being a homie or ex-gangbanger, it was I spoke about Jimmy from my own perspective, man to man, on these airwaves, to let him know that he did a lot of suspect clown behavior. And I know dudes that was getting smoked after his shows, because he would literally start that. He would literally add fuel to the fire. You understand? Knowing it was Bloods and Crips in the crowd. And when he leave out the back door, after he get his bag and go out the back door, it'll be a shootout in the parking lot. This happened in multiple states. So I ain't got to sit here and play no games with people like Jimmy. I know what he was doing because I was around in real time. That dude is responsible for a lot of dudes getting smoked. And all he want to do now, he's another one. You know, you see him on when he was on the show, he crying. You want to cry and shed tears because Cameron don't rock with you, but you ain't shed no tears for all the homies you got shot and locked up. That's my whole point. He will cry just to get back in the game. So you seeing Jimmy doing all that crying, what happened? He got down with Rock Nation after that. You ain't seeing Jimmy crying no more. You see, they go through the humiliation ritual to get a big bag. That's it. You seen a man pop out and humiliate himself, talk about how Bambaataa violated him. He put himself through a humiliation ritual just to get what? The bag. Now he got the bag. He don't want to talk about Bambaataa no more. This is a ritual they be doing. Dudes will humiliate themselves to get some money, but they won't humiliate themselves to stand on no truth. It's that simple. You dig? It's that simple. I don't got to sugarcoat it because I don't need no friends. Y'all don't do nothing for me. You heard? So that's my whole point. I'm showing you how these dudes will do anything to get some money. And then when they get that money, they'll get low on you. You feel me? They'll switch up on you. And then they want you to still respect them like they somebody to respect when the whole time you're coward and your heart pump Kool-Aid. You dig? You're very, very soft. That's why you'll see the softest individuals always got to play the hard role. They got to put the force field around them like they're so tough. Talk about all the stuff they done did, but they ain't doing nothing now. You heard? What they say? What's the saying, bro? They ain't gonna kill nothing and they ain't gonna let nothing die. These are the same individuals, but their mouth talks very wicked. See, it's all that's in the scripture. It tell you about individuals whose tongue is so wicked and strong when they talk, when they lash out. But then behind the scenes, they tuck their tail and they be crying, they be folding. You dig? That's just the facts, bro. I don't gotta slander nobody. These are the facts. You see, chesters protect chesters, pedos protect pedos. That's how they do. Like gangsters, we protect gangsters. You know, everybody got their class of which they come from that they protect and respect. You see, they all cover up for each other. Like when you seen a lot of this mess online, some of us tried to cover some of this stuff up, but we know we couldn't cover it up no more. I'm talking about the New York YouTube Bloods. I'm talking about the foul blood behavior, how all these Bloods came online and they was trying to get money, but then they started playing themselves. See, some of us behind the scenes, we knew what was going on. We seen it. We tried to turn our head from these dudes violating, disrespecting the nation and disrespecting New York City. We tried to turn our head. But once it got out of control, we had to say something. You see? Same thing with these chesters. They'll see what's going on. They try to turn their head, but they ain't going to speak on it. There come a time you got to put your foot down, man. But I ain't trying to go all over the place. I'm just showing y'all a pattern. People protect who they rock with. People co-sign who they rock with. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to draw the line. So a lot of these dudes, they haven't been speaking on Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein their whole YouTube career. But they told you they was for the youth. And they told you they was here to bring awareness. See, a lot of people didn't know about this sex trafficking thing. They didn't know what it really meant. Sex trafficking means anytime you aid in the bet of somebody being sold for sex, that's sex trafficking. Like I told y'all before, the number one thing was drug trafficking. What's drug trafficking? When you take a certain amount of drugs from place to place to be distributed. In sex trafficking, they take kids, women, men from place to place to be sold. You dig? Because in the last day, people are worth more than work. What I mean by that is, that's why you see in these home invasions, you seeing a lot of things, kidnapping, carjacking, because they want the person now. When they get that person is worth a bag now. Before it was material things, but it's been slowing up in them streets. So now a person is worth more once you get your hands on them. Like how somebody could jack you up and then hold you for ransom and make your people go get that bag. See, that's the world we in now. That's also why these trafficking laws are put in place, because they already seen this coming, where in the last days, people will be so hungry and starving, they're going to start snatching people up. So to make sure nobody take your kids or your loved ones across state lines, they might jack them from the east and have them all the way on the west coast. They had to put these trafficking laws in place because they feel like a lot of people are going to be getting snatched up and abducted. And it's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And my whole point is they don't want men because certain men going to put up a fight. It's hard. So they're not trying to snatch up men, even though they are going to snatch up men. The weak men will be getting snatched up, or they're going to attempt to snatch up the weak men. They're going to be trying to snatch up people under that rainbow umbrella, but they know certain men ain't going for that. And it's a fight, it's a struggle. So they're not going to, they want to snatch up the easy victims. Mostly women, kids, and little boys. Y'all heard about the organ harvesting and all that? Y'all don't understand. You in the hood poor, or people in a poor community ain't worth a dime. But your kidney is worth 30 racks. You know what I'm saying? Your liver is worth 20 racks. So I'm just giving you an idea where this is going. What I'm talking about is people already know what I'm talking about. When you a walking bag, basically what I'm saying. You might think you ain't got nothing, but to somebody else, you a walking bag. And that's what got to do with people getting snatched up in these vans and all of that. That's part of it. So they had to put the trafficking laws into play because they know what's going to really be going on. Y'all seen all the stuff in Chicago. A lot of people don't know what that was about. You feel me? All of those bodies that you seen, a lot of them body parts went somewhere. That's all you got to know. Allegedly. A lot of them body parts went somewhere. That's all you got to know. For those that studied the Kanika Jenkins situation. Y'all don't understand what's going on. Some of y'all don't understand. Y'all think everything is just entertainment, right? But some of this stuff, what they say, when you realize you in a real movie, you ain't gonna know how to take this pill. You know what I'm saying? Because we is in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? You got the red pill, you got the blue pill, and some of y'all don't even know which one to take. And you don't even know what's reality from what's not reality. And guess what? It ain't my job to tell you. You got to figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? So that's the situation with that trafficking thing. You dig? This is the #1 target in the country. It ain't drugs no more because Poppy is gone. I'm talking about Poppy with the bricks, Poppy with the work. You heard? The cartels, they on lockdown. That's part of why the borders are shut down. Ain't nothing coming across them borders that ain't known. Due to the night vision, the 5G technology, nothing moves without being seen no more in this country. So that's why the cartels are getting desperate. The criminals are getting desperate, and they get into other ways to make money. And that's why them trafficking laws had to be put into play. That's one reason why. You know what I'm saying? Next, moving right along. And this happened in Queens, New York. A man was hospitalized early Wednesday because 2 suspects broke into his home, assaulted him, duct taped him, and took his Mercedes-Benz and personal property. 3:30 a.m. Now, do you hear what I just said? They kicked in his door to take his Mercedes-Benz and personal property. So what? They didn't even get no cash. We know cars got GPS on them now. How far are they going to get? My point is, this is another crime of desperation. Beat him up, duct tape for his car. That's why y'all know who listen to me. I told y'all, stop showing all your stuff on the gram. Stop bragging and boasting. Because you don't understand, somebody will try to get you just for everything you got in your crib and what you hold. It ain't even about money no more. I told you, it's about human beings and what they possess now. Anytime two dudes duct tape you to steal your car, y'all know that's worse than a crackhead crime. Y'all know crackheads was not even doing this. So what it shows you where we at right now. You dig? And it probably was somebody he knew. That's why he opened the door. And this happened 3:30 a.m. You know what I'm saying? They beat him up, tied him up, and took his Benz and his personal property. Not no money, not no stash. This is where we at right now, because I told y'all weeks ago, home invasion was going to be the next trend in America. You did? Home invasion and kidnapping. Told y'all. Salute to the chat. What up, P? Grown Man Talk. I see you in the building. You heard? Y'all already know what time it is. AP Wiz. We about to get into some things today, man. We got to talk about some things, man. The gifted healer. Know what I'm saying? Let's go. I told y'all be on point out here, man. Hold it down. Because you might be somebody's victim if you out here lacking. It could be your next door neighbor. You don't know who is plotting on you right now because the country is going into a lockdown. If you can't see that, then you just stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get locked down. And people not going to be able to pay them bills. They're not going to be able to eat that good food and do the good things they want to do. And they ain't going to be able to travel like that no more. Because we seeing day by day, the crimes are getting more stupider and more wicked and more what? Desperate. So this Queens man was hospitalized after 2 suspects broke in his home, assaulted him, duct taped him, took his Benz and his personal property, probably his phone, a computer, or maybe a flat screen, something like that. But how far are they going to get? And see, this is my whole point, what I'm trying to show y'all, right? When you do a crime like this, even if you cash out, you got to understand that money is still not going to last. So what that mean? That mean they got to do this again and again. See, that's how it works. When you see that man snatching that 85-year-old lady pocketbook, he got off for that time. But what that mean? He got to do it again and again. See, when you keep seeing these senseless crimes, that means they have to keep doing it to sustain because you can't pay no bills off of jacking people. You got to keep doing it again and again. That's why I said that's when it becomes an epidemic. Because everybody's doing the same thing to get a couple of dollars and pay their bills, pay their rent. They got to keep doing the same petty crimes. That's when it becomes chaos. That's when it becomes the purge. You did? Because if they feel like they got away with jacking him for his Benz, then they're going to do it to somebody else. So they're going to keep doing it until they get caught. Which also means what? The jails, the penitentiaries are going to be overflooded, which they already are. That's what they're not showing you. They're not telling you that. Next topic. In New York City, they said that the ball will be dropping, but check this out. Only 15,000, which is a quarter of the New Year's celebration capacity, will be in attendance. And everyone that's there must be vaccinated. Also, when I look at this, I already know what they're talking about. It's only going to be tourists there. Meaning the people that came to the city from around the world to watch the ball drop, they're going to be the only ones there. Because they're going to have to go through a screen and everybody's going to have to be vaccinated. And we know that right now, New York City is the #1 city in America on lockdown. Meaning they pushing these laws and they're not playing with them. You can't go nowhere public in certain places without having that card on you. They slowing down the train system. So you can't move around like that no more. And then other states are starting to pick it up because I saw on the news, Richmond, Virginia is about to practice the same thing where you cannot come in a bar or a club without having that CDC card. See, whenever something happens in New York, you got to remember New York is the home of communication and, media. So once it happens in New York first, then you'll see the trickling effect in all other states and cities and counties. You know what I'm saying? That's how this thing works. So eventually every state is going to follow New York laws, rules, and regulations, and you're not going to be able to go to Applebee's no more without the card on you. You're not going to be able to do nothing. You're not going to be able to go in no stores. So they're going to put it in all supermarkets. You're not going to be able to go grocery shopping, none of that. This is what's going on. But only 15,000 people, which is a quarter of the New Year's celebration capacity, is going to be in attendance, and they all have to be vaccinated. So y'all already see what's going on with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Also on that same note, because we are dealing with the pandemic and numbers are increasing and we got to keep it real, things are shutting down. They say the average number of daily confirmed cases, 258,312 in the past 7 days. So almost over 250,000 of cases has went up in the past 7 days in America. Now, I know some people don't believe, it's not I'm not here to do that. I'm going to be real. When it first started, I had one view on the situation, you know what I'm saying? Then as it went on, I had another view. And now I got another view because I've been doing research and I've been, looking at things from different angles. You know what I'm saying? But this one thing I'm going to say that I will say that I just learned the other day. You know what I'm saying? My peoples, you know what I'm saying? They just got hired at a certain job. And for those who don't got their card, they doing daily tests. But I got an insight on what the test really was about. See, one of the new tests they doing is when they make you swab your nose, but they got an instant test right there, like a drug test. When you swab yourself, it's like a drug test. When you put it in whatever you put it in, it's supposed to change a certain color if you got it. Now we got to ask this question: if it's fake, how could it change a certain color? For the people that don't got it, when they swab, it don't change no color. But for the people that got it, it's supposed to change. It changes a certain color. So people that think it's fake, we got to ask these questions. Now, maybe it was fake. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm saying, for people that don't got it, if they swab, it's not going to change color. People that so-called got it, when they swab, it changes a certain color. So that's why I said we got to start thinking things over, start looking at the big picture. Like I said, it could have been bogus, and then later on, they could have made it real. You know what I'm saying? They could have been given warning to go get yourself checked, get yourself together, because they might be planning on spraying. We see the chemtrails. You don't know what them chemtrails is. You don't know. But you go outside and you breathe air every day. So you don't know what's being dropped on your head. So my point is, it could have been bogus. Then it could have got real. You know what I'm saying? Then they can go back to bogus. We don't know. But all I know is when they do that swab, it changes a certain color. You understand? Like a drug test. And if it's not real, how could it transmit a certain color? Or how could that swab detect something that's in your body if it's fake? These are questions we got to ask. And I'm not even talking about all the numbers that's piling up. I'm not even going to talk about all the people that's quitting and all the cases that's coming up, because I have seen recently a lot of people are claiming they're getting sick. And I don't know what it's from. You know what I'm saying? But these are things that are going on in real time. This is not I'm not up here making nothing up. You know what I'm saying? But they said basically 250,000 cases have been confirmed in the past 7 days. You dig? Also, on that same note, LL Cool J also announced that he has C-19 and he will not be performing at the New Year's Eve event. Because, y'all know about the Dick Clark special before the ball dropped, how they had people entertaining. LL Cool J was scheduled to perform, and he got C-19 now, and he will not be performing. You dig? Also, Ellen DeGeneres has put out there on social media yesterday that she got C-19. And a lot of people was telling her to get well, things of that nature. But she came out and said she got it. So that's LL Cool J, Ellen DeGeneres. They say Ellen doing bad for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know her show just ended. She might be sick because, Ghislaine Maxwell was her homegirl. She might be sick over that too. You understand? Because she was around them parties too. And you see her show got canceled. It's over with. All you see it is reruns and things. But she will not be back. And y'all heard about her with the ankle monitors and all that. And y'all heard about y'all know what I'm talking about with that whole pizza situation. You understand? Because they say Ellen was down with that program too. But my point is, she's sick now. And they say she looking bad. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on right now. Even the celebrities are getting their issues. You dig? Because money can't always save you from everything. That's what some people think. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand they got a price to pay. Another thing under this same topic is on Tuesday, for those who like to travel, right? On Tuesday, 2,800 flights was canceled and 8,000 flights was delayed. On Monday, 2,800 canceled once again and 11,000 flights delayed. Y'all don't understand. There's some people still didn't get home from the holidays yet. There's some people still trapped off at airports because their flights done got canceled. They caught up in this situation right here. You heard? And on Christmas Eve, 6,000 flights was canceled. It's a lot of people still stuck at the airports. and they getting caught in the middle of a shutdown. You heard? Because you got to see when the public service, when the airplanes, I already told you about the trains slowing up. Now you see the airplanes slowing up. Slowly but surely, they shutting things down. What they're doing is taking less planes out of rotation, taking less trains out of rotation. You dig? Tightening up, beefing up security. This was going on. You dig? But on Christmas Eve, 6,000 was canceled. On Monday, 2,800 was canceled and 11,000 flight delays. You got to remember, a flight delay could throw your whole schedule off. And on Tuesday, 8,000 more was delayed. So you remember before, you could hop on a plane, go to run to Miami, run to Vegas, have your fun, do what you want to do. That's starting to slow down. You ain't going to be able to do that no more. You might go somewhere and get trapped off. That's what's going on right now as we speak in real time. And they saying after the new year, things might be increasing and things might be getting shut down. And I'm showing you how all of this relates. I'm jumping all over the place, but all this relates with the cancellation of the flights, the train, you dig, the crime. It's called chaos. Basically, what I'm saying is nothing is going smooth. The only thing that's going to go smooth is what you make go smooth. That's it. You trying to do too much, you trying to do this and do that, you're going to get caught up. That's how this works, man. Know what I'm saying? Salute to the chat. ASAP Auto. Vlad Riot. ABGBK all day, because anybody get it, and that's how we rock. You already know. 1090 Bori. AP Wiz. What up? Man, all the bros in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. Brooklyn Guapo. All the bros up in here, man. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what time it is. Queen of Attraction. I see you, Queen. What's up, Queen? Y'all already know, man. We not playing, man. Everybody ain't stupid, man. We just play dumb sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We ain't stupid, man. Y'all already know. So next thing, we going to get into a dude that's real stupid. And he get paid to be stupid. You know why? Because he don't want to lose his money and he don't want to end up dead. You know what I'm saying? And that's Boosie Badazz. And he looking like he one of the only Empire rappers that's still walking around. You know what I'm saying? We got to ask the question, man. Mo 3, you so-called was dealing with Mo 3. He got whacked. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on Empire, we know been getting clipped. But little Boosie, he's an Empire artist. And he's still walking around talking reckless because that's what he get paid to do. You understand? We got to understand what's going on, man. So we got to talk about Boosie Badazz because he's a Boosie jackass. He's stupid. That's what he get paid for. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. Boosie Badazz went viral again for defending R.KELLY. And this is what he said, quote, unquote. This is what he said out of his own mouth. He said, "This is how I feel about that. Everything was pushed to another level. You know, I just feel like R.KELLY liked the young bitches." He told Vlad. He continued, he said, all that shit, seducing and kidnapping, all this shit in somebody's house. If you leave a bitch at the house and you go on tour for 2 weeks and she don't go nowhere, that bitch ain't kidnapped. She waiting on daddy to come home. You know, a bitch ain't been kidnapped. Bitch ain't been sexualized. If she been in the bed with 3 or 4 women, you know, she hasn't been taken advantage of because she is willing. She is willing. He just effed up on the age part. If he did it, I'm not saying he's guilty, or if he didn't, or he says if he did it, I'm not saying he's guilty, or if he did do it, it's because of the age. The rest of that shit, they exaggerating, bro. Now you see how stupid I sound reading that, right? You see this stupid dude? Do you see how dumb this nigga is? I might get this video flagged. I don't care right now. This dude is a clown. Because my whole point is this. What they say, sometimes you got to keep things to yourself. This ain't nothing to be speaking on. But he's sitting here trying to make excuses for R.KELLY, right? But not only that, he's downplaying the woman that was there. And Boosie trying to make it like he don't know about mind control. How some women are put in situations, right? And they get stuck because they can't go nowhere because they're mentally messed up. You know Man, y'all know about how people violate. Y'all know about how Chesters work, how they'll violate the person, and the person still keep coming back to them. Or once he got them in a position to depend on him, they ain't got no money to catch no flight. They ain't got no money to run. He probably took their phones. But my point is this: we not getting all of that. I want you to see how a man, right? Instead of him standing on something real, he want to sit here and co-sign R. Kelly. But R. Kelly ain't even asked him to do that. He did it on his own free will. You understand? He talking about this how I feel. Everything was pushed to another level. And he say it's about the age. You know, I just feel like R. Kelly, he liked the young girls. I ain't gonna keep repeating what he said. I just feel like R. Kelly, he liked the young girls. So that ain't a violation, bro? You trying to say that's cool? Because he liked 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds. Wasn't Aaliyah 15? That's what he liked, and that's cool. But he can get any woman he want. But that's cool. That's what you saying, Boosie? But you the same one that keep getting your Instagram page shut down because you always want to promote women in your page. So you got some dudes, yeah, they don't mess with young girls, but they still sex demons. They still sex demons, and they will exploit women at any cost. But I bet you he don't want his daughter going to R. Kelly house. You did? I bet you that. He continued to say all that BS, seducing and kidnapping and all that. I don't believe that part. He don't understand how it works, you see? The same thing which happened with Epstein. We see Maxwell, what did she do? She groomed the woman. She finessed them, took them shopping. But my point is, when you get a young girl from Florida and now you got her in California somewhere and you cut off her resources, how's she gonna go home? Or when she used to depending on you, it ain't that easy for her to just get up and go, especially when her mind has been tampered with. And you don't know if behind the scenes they don't told them stuff like, if you ever leave or tell, I'm gonna take your family out. So you don't know about what type of threats going behind the scenes. You don't know about none of that. But you want to sit here and make it like he ain't do no wrong. And I told you, if he didn't have an appetite for young tenderonis, R. Kelly would not be in this situation. Now would he? It's that simple. Obviously, you like to pray because you got some men, like I said, no matter how much money they got, you know, they got problems. They got Limp Biscuit. They got little wee-wees. They stupid. Ain't no real woman going to listen to them. Don't care how much money you got. And people like R. Kelly know that. Ain't no real woman going to listen to him because they say that boy was dumb and slow. Ain't no real woman going to sit there and listen to your foolishness. So you got to go get a dumb young girl because she don't know no better. That's what a lot of them do too. Let's be real. You try to get a young, dumb girl that don't know no better because ain't no woman going to sit here and listen to an ignorant ass nigga. She ain't gonna listen. She gonna violate you. She gonna take your money. You know what I'm saying? She gonna do what she want to do. She gonna smash who she want to smash. She gonna make your life chaos because you a sucker. And they scared of that, so they rather get a young girl that they can control because you can't control no grown woman. A lot of y'all know that. That's why a lot of y'all ain't got no woman because you can't. Ain't no woman gonna listen to you. So either y'all got no woman or you mess with young women because you can't get no real woman to pull up unless you paying and you tricking. Other than that, ain't no woman gonna even want to be around you because some of you dudes is corny. And some of you dudes might got money, but you still a lame dude with a lot of money. And the chick, all she gonna do is take your bag and spin it and go shopping and go smash and let a real man blow her back out because you can't do it. You heard? That's why they like young girls. A lot of these dudes. But my point is this: Boosie Badazz, he made a point to take up for R. Kelly. He's sticking his chest out. You heard? And he's violating all the victims. And he missed one point about how they was running trains on these young girls. They was having threesomes and foursomes. But in his mind, that's cool. But he missing that one point right there. You know? I'm gonna repeat what he said again. He said, if you leave a bitch at the house and you go on tour for 2 weeks and she don't go nowhere, that bitch ain't been kidnapped. She waiting on daddy to come home. You see what this nigga said? This nigga's a fool. But we all know R. Kelly was keeping all his chicks broke. He was keeping them all broke. That's why when you saw them, they always looking bad. Let's be real, they was looking bad. They was looking real bad. That's why they also get them from what? The hood. They get them from the hood. So when you get somebody from the hood, you dig, and you start giving them money, let them sit in your mansion while you going, of course they ain't going nowhere. Let's be real. They don't want to leave. They enjoying the home while you gone for one, R. Kelly. While you gone, they enjoying the crib. They playing in the mansion. And then they so far deep in the game, they can't just leave like that. Because you probably don't threaten them, talking about you going to do this or do that to them. They leave. They don't want to leave. So we're not going to play that game. Because a real man, you would even, okay, why you would just say, yo, shorty, go home, man. Get up out of here. Give us some money and send her back home. And you ain't want to do that. You lighted your world of sickness. He liked it when he came home from tour. He had young girls sprinkled all around the house. But one thing we forget is what? He also had grown-ups watching them. Grown women, grown men watching them, catering to them, grooming them. See, that's the part Boosie don't understand that he leaving out. R.Kelly had a network. That's why you get brought on RICO and conspiracy charges. You had a network of things going on, and you had people working for you, being bodyguards. That boy on YouTube, what y'all heard, what y'all seen the picture? He was a bodyguard for Bambaataa, a bodyguard. That means he was aiding and abetting and bodyguarding the rooms, bodyguarding the victims. You ain't going nowhere. You understand? That's what they do. It's a network. It ain't just one person. It's an umbrella. I got to keep it real. You dig? So that's why your boy ain't going to speak on nothing, because he don't want no smoke. But he want to talk about young K Flop. Everybody want to kick a boy when they down. See, when we do that, with somebody down, you want to kick them when they down. Convict them in a court of public opinion before they even go to court. But it's a man that's been accused of touching those thousands of little boys. But they don't want to talk about him. I'm showing you suckers, cowards. Simple and plain. Y'all can't see a punk when you see a punk. I don't care how big a dude is. I don't care if you shot off 100 guns. I don't care if you beat 5 bodies. A sucker is a sucker, period. Because your hammer don't fly in the right direction, homie. You want to talk about the young boys that's out here with that drill? But your man was out here drilling little boys. He was drilling the kids for years. You ain't got nothing to say about that. You get low. You think because you got your little house, you made it out the hood, you George Jefferson now, huh? But we seen the pictures of you with dirty collars, dirty shirts, dirty fitteds, goofy glasses. You did. You was living hood fabulous, nigga. Hood famous. Now, I heard you should have never said that dumb stuff talking about I just be trying to inspire people in the hood to let them know they can have nice things too. Nigga, we don't need you for nothing, because we've been balling before you even thought about it. When you were still stuck in the hood, we've been balling. You heard? We've been pushing foreigns and all that. We've been had the glow on the neck. We've been doing that. Ice in the mouth. You heard? You just started touching the bag when you came out talking about the kids and the youth and how you was getting drilled. You heard? Because real dudes don't get drilled and nobody ain't in the ground that did the drilling. You heard? Just know that. And I don't got to say no names because y'all already know who I'm talking about. I don't got to clout chase no man because I don't play with dudes. So next time you open your mouth to talk about the young boys in that drill music, we want to hear you talk about the man that was doing all the drilling in Bronx River. That's what we want to talk about. That's what we want to hear about. We want to hear about nothing else. Until you drill that man, until you let that hammer go at that boy, until we hear about you put hands and feet on that boy, we don't want to hear nothing you got to say no more. I'm going to be honest with you. Because you're just a big distraction. And you done messed up the whole YouTube algorithm. That's what you dudes did. Y'all came on here talking stupid, beefing, arguing, leading the people astray, confusing everybody. Now you can't say nothing on YouTube because you dudes made it hot. All you dudes are dirty gatekeepers. And you hate on people that's trying to come up. You don't really want the hood to come up. You want the hood to stay down so you can keep talking about the hood and making prosperity and making profitable gain. That's what all these rappers do. They want to diss the hood, keep the hood down, but they want the hood to spend all their money with them. Go buy my album, go download my music, go buy my merch. But they don't want nobody in the hood to come up over them because it ain't no more money. If the hood come up, who gonna make money off the hood? So the hood is always going to be kept poor by certain people and kept down. Because if everybody got money, who gonna make money off the hood? See? They love to keep the hood down. Don't let these dudes fool you. Dude moving a house and trying to tell people in the hood he trying to inspire them. Nigga, if you want to inspire us, come to the hood and do something for the hood. You heard? You ain't got to do nothing. Matter of fact, live by example. Be real. Just be real. That's all we need. Just be real. You ain't got to do nothing for nobody. Just be real. But you can't do that. Because I told you, once a man take your soul, he own your soul to the day he leaves this earth. He got your soul in his back pocket. And you can't get it back. You can't buy it back. And you can't take it back. Because your soul has been snatched. That's why you're quiet like a church mouse. And you're scared. All these dudes run together. All of them in the same circle. That's why y'all seeing Russell Simmons, he been got low. He been got up out of it. He know what time it is. And I'm pretty sure everybody under that rock, that Def Jam umbrella, I'm pretty sure they had their hands in the pot too. Choke, no joke. You was with the Rock, wasn't you? Wasn't the Rock on Def Jam? Yeah, Choke. You wasn't just holding that camera. You was doing dirty activities too. I know you was, allegedly. All y'all in the same faction, man. Y'all all in the same gang. And y'all all frauds. All y'all do is specialize in deceiving the people, striking channels, and telling. That's what y'all do. Cowards. Period. You know what I'm saying? These are facts. They hate on up-and-coming people. They don't want the hood to come up, man. They want to hate on the hood, man. But they want to look like the hood. They don't want to hate on the hood. You want to go shopping in the hood and try to look like you're from the hood, but then you want to diss the hood. You feel me? These dudes are clowns. Straight clowns. I don't need nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? You dudes need some. You dudes looking bad. If you two ever shut down, you dudes is done. Just all you need. You are finished. You're finished. And you got to pay taxes now. You heard? Some of you dudes, y'all might get caught up in tax evasion charges. You might get your whole crib ransacked because you ain't been paying them taxes, boy. That's what y'all better pay attention to. What up, wax dog? Man, stay on their neck, man. Straight up. Anybody got time to play? I'm tired of them trying to make, when people speak the truth, they try to make it look like you crazy or you clout chasing. How you gonna clout chase a lame? You feel what I'm saying? If that's the case, man, Wax Dog would have had 250,000 subscribers by now because he been exposing his clowns. It didn't help his career out. It got his channel struck a couple times. It didn't help his career out in YouTube. You know why? Because these dudes are already in bed with the people. That's why certain people are going to prosper, certain people ain't. They're already in bed. I know what time. Once you get that plaque, boy, once you get that plaque on that wall, I already know what time it is. You ain't with the people no more once you get that plaque. So I don't know who y'all fooling. That's why y'all ain't gonna talk about certain things. You heard? My point is this. I'm speaking for the people, and the people already know what time it is, man. You not fooling nobody. Y'all not fooling not one soul. Because the people be cooking y'all in the comment section. Y'all gets destroyed. You heard? People only watch how to be entertained and watch your downfall. That's it. That's it. Ain't nobody stupid. And a lot of y'all got fake subscribers. That's why most of your comments in y'all section be egghead pictures. It be blanks. Ain't nobody stupid. That got most of y'all people that agree with y'all, it be fake pages with no avatar. You see my chat? You see how many real avatars in my chat, boy? Y'all chat don't be like that. I got real people in my chat. You heard? This is real people right here. You might see a few without because they might have just started their page. Or when you see my comment section, you see faces. You see real people. Most of y'all that got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, most of y'all people are egghead pictures. So I don't know who y'all fooling. Y'all got marketing schemes behind y'all pages. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. Y'all dudes are frauds. So let's keep it real. This episode 71, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Ghislaine Maxwell got 65 years for sex trafficking. And she is the queen of sex trafficking. Jeffrey Epstein was the king. He up out of here. And Africa Bambaataa, he's the GOAT because he's the greatest of all time. And he has not been faded yet. And he probably still doing it. You heard? And I'm not saluting that man. I'm exposing that man. And I'm showing you how that man is unfadable right now. You know what I'm saying? But maybe his day might be coming. Because he got to still answer to a higher power when it's all said and done. You heard? I just spoke about Boosie, how he talking stupidity about the R.KELLY situation that I don't even want to repeat it because he's so stupid. But he basically co-signed R. Kelly, and he said that them girls ain't do nothing against their will, and they could have laughed and all this. And he trying to say all this stuff is fabricated. Well, if it's fabricated, okay, boy. What do they say in a drug case when you go to federal court? Don't they say the feds when they convict you 99, 97, in a 90% of the time, they got everything on you and it's over for you? Do they not say that in drug cases? Once the feds got you, they already got all the evidence, all the information. You're not going to spank them. So while all of a sudden the feds got R. Kelly, now the feds, they ain't got no information on him. They making this up. You see how this go? Now conspiracy. Now I'm going to show you something else. When you speak in truth, they're going to say it's a conspiracy theory. He's a conspiracist. He capping. But in court, dudes get life for what? Conspiracy charges. So in a court of law, conspiracy is real, but in real life, conspiracy is fake. See, playing with words, 2 words out your mouth. That's what these people do. They're masters of that. So my point is, if the feds get dudes on a conspiracy drug charge, they stick. So also in this conspiracy, like with Ghislaine, in court, a federal court, it's stuck because it's real. But y'all don't want it to stick to R. Kelly for some reason. I don't know why. Y'all do not want to believe this man was violating. Do you think they would have all this evidence against him, all these people telling on him, and he innocent? Now, I will say this. He was not the only one. He's the scapegoat. I will say that. But this man was aiding and abetting this type of behavior. That's why he fell a victim. You did? It's that simple. If you get caught in a crack house, either you selling drugs or you smoking drugs. One of the two. That's how this thing works. You did? So we done with them clowns. I don't even want to talk about this stuff no more. But this is what it is. This is the latest news. You heard? I also spoke about what? For those that just pulled up. How a Queens man is hospitalized early Wednesday because 2 suspects broke in his house, beat him down, and took his Mercedes-Benz and took all his personal property. Boom. He was 43 years old. He wasn't no little boy. But these 2 dudes came in there and violated him. They probably was his friends. They probably was somebody from the hood that been watching him, and they took his car. I don't know how much they're going to get off. I don't know where they plan on going with the car. I don't understand what, these petty crimes. I don't relate with these petty crimes because I know I don't rock with these type of dudes, but real niggas know how much money you really gonna get, how far you really gonna get trying to jack somebody for their Benz, bro. But that's what they did. And this was going on. It's an epidemic right now. Yesterday, I got reports also of an Amazon truck that got jacked yesterday. But I told you about the UPS truck they jacked in Atlanta. But yesterday, I also got a report on an Amazon, the small Amazon truck. They got jacked for all their merchandise on there. So I told y'all it's jackings and kidnappings and home invasions. That's the new wave right now. Ain't too much of that drug dealing going on. Only drugs gonna be on the street gonna be that Fetty Wap and Fetty Wap laced drugs. You dig? Dog food, that's always gonna be around. Because as long as the dog food keep moving, laced with that Fetty Wap, bodies are gonna keep dropping. Boom. It's some different, it's chemical warfare going on. You heard? But that's what it is. I told you about how the numbers have jumped. They said 250,000 numbers of confirmed C-19 cases have went up in the past 7 days. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all about the flights being canceled. I told y'all at the ball drop, it's only going to be 15,000 people there, and all of them have to be vaccinated. So that means all 15,000 will be scanned. The same way, y'all know, when you go to the games now, you go to a football game, you go to a basketball game, you go to a concert, when you go through that gate, you got to be scanned now for that. You got to have that vaccination card or you ain't going nowhere. These things are being implemented day by day by day, but some people don't want to accept the reality of what's going on. And all I'm going to say is this: if you don't understand what's going on, you better have an exit plan. That's all I'm going to say. Know what I'm saying? That's what time it is. But this the situation at hand. You did. I also told y'all LL Cool J, he was supposed to perform at this event, but he has been diagnosed and he will not be doing nothing. He will be on shutdown. You know what I'm saying? He got to get his health together. Just like I told y'all about Ellen DeGeneres. All of a sudden, when her homegirl gets 65 years, the day of that, she's sick. So she got it too. But they say she really do look bad because she's been under pressure ever since that a lot of truth been coming out about her. You know what I'm saying? Her show was over with. So like I said, man, that's today's news for today's episode. You dig? That's where we at with this right here. Salute to the chat. Salute to the fam. Y'all already know how we do. You know what I'm saying? My boy Alan from the UK. 1090 Bori. I'm going to tell y'all too, y'all better start getting y'all food right. Start getting y'all food together. You know what I'm saying? You better start stockpiling that food, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Get you some tea. You know what I'm saying? Get you some detox tea. You better start cleaning out. You better start building your health up. Build your health up and get your food supply right. I'm just telling you. Keep you some water. You know what I'm saying? You better start trying to be healthy, man. As much as you can, stop playing out here, man. I'm going to say it again. Liquor lowers your immune system. Liquor lower your immune system, man. I ain't telling nobody not to drink, but you don't be trying to drink all the time, and you'll never power up because you might get sick next. You know what I'm saying? Get healthy. You know what I'm saying? Stockpile your crib, whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? You better get you some tuna fish, all that, noodles, whatever you got to do. Because I'm telling you, if things do get locked down, you do not want to be stuck with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to be stuck and you can't go in no stores. That's all I'm saying for those who don't want to comply. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. That's right. Y'all already know what time it is, man. That's right. Get your health right. Y'all already be knowing this, man. Get your health right. Start working out, man. Man, don't take much to work out. Do some jumping jacks, sit-ups. The whole point of working out is keeping your blood flowing. Keep your blood flowing. Because when you get that cholesterol and all them toxins in your bloodstream starts slowing down. You know what I'm saying? Then it start affecting your breathing. What's the number one thing they say it affect? Your breathing. When your breathing slow down, that means the breath of life is slowly leaving your body. That's what that means. Y'all know about the breath of life. Y'all heard about how you got the breath of life breathed into your lungs. But when your breathing starts slowing up, that means the breath of life is leaving your body. Little by little do you know. So I'm trying to tell y'all, you better keep your respiratory system up. And you better keep that H2O in your bloodstream, which is that water. And you better keep that blood flowing. You know what I'm saying? Trust me when I tell you, man. And I'm not a doctor, so I will give a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll try to say, I'm trying to be a doctor and all that. I'm telling you, man, they'll strike you for anything now. I ain't got time for none of that. Mike Flame, what up, bro? Salute to my boy Mike Flame. Appreciate the donation, bro. I definitely appreciate that donation. Every time you donate, I appreciate it. And I'm very humble, you know what I'm saying? And very grateful. I appreciate that. Now here go a clown want to spam the chat. You see? These are clowns with the egghead pages. See? This is what I'm showing you right here. See? These are the clowns. When you start heating up, you start talking that truth, they want to spam you. These are the frauds. You heard? They always come when you start talking what's real. I told you I don't got no eggheads in my page, man. All this art, see, they knew. But see, I know everybody in my building. Lampeski, New York. What up, bro? Somebody get that clown up out of here. Put that clown in the ground. You know what I'm saying? But I told you, when you start cooking, you start spitting that heat, that's what happens. They try to zap you. But you can't fade what's unfadable. You heard? You gotta understand that. You come on my page, you liable to have bad luck. Your career gonna be over. Last time a dude tried to come on my chat next to, a few days later, he lost his channel, and I ain't do it. He did it to himself. You know what I mean? These dudes be doing it to themselves. I'll put your name on the altar, fool. For those that know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, though. I want y'all to see the frauds when they pull up. You know what I'm saying? I know who real over here. That's why I told you. I don't want a bunch of clones following me. I don't want a bunch of bozos. Everybody is family. What up, Diz? See, Diz, he been holding me down for days. When I know Diz, he never had an avatar, but I know Diz. See, we communicate, stuff like that. Latasha Jordan. See, everybody here, I know. That's why I say, watch their pages and watch how many egghead pages they got on their joint. How many fake pages and fake subscribers they be having in their comment section. Frauds. That's about it, man. In a minute, I'm about to get up out of here because we got more work to do today. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be sharing content. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the bros and the sis that do their thing. And like I said, everybody have a good New Year's celebration. Have a good New Year's Day. Don't let the holidays get you down. Don't worry about all that. If you right, things will happen for you. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing the right thing, when your heart in the right place, you know what I'm saying? When you got the right energy, everything gonna work in your favor. Trust me when I tell you, man. When you foul, when you wicked, you always gonna be struggling. You never gonna have no peace. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Know what I'm saying? So like I say, man, salute to the bros, salute to the sis, salute to the kings and the queens. It's the 4NOFAME Primetime episode 71. For those that just pulled up at the end, you hit that replay, you check it from the beginning, and I touched on some topics. That girl Giselle, the queen of trafficking, she got 65 years, you heard? Boosie Badazz been talking reckless. He's still trying to justify R.KELLY like a lot of these bozos. And we live in a world of cowards and suckers, and it's only a few real men left, and we gonna hold it down. Just know that. And with that note, I'm up out of here. One.